Um, and my last question, almost your last question, is on social and community inclusion. We're a community that's proud of its diversity and our tradition of inclusion. How do you see these issues, and where can we improve?
Well, diversity is a complex word. Diversity, some people think about, means diversity of color. In Cleveland Heights, it means much more than that. It is about not only age, of course, and gender, it is about culture. We have people in the school system that speak, I think, 22, 25 different languages. People come from all over the world here, and that's part of diversity. People are socioeconomically challenged, and some are really quite not challenged. And everybody lives in the community together. How can we be better at it is paying attention. We have a very strong gay population, and actually we just passed a piece of legislation at a week ago about including gender identity in our expression of what we are against, discriminating against. And we changed that with no fanfare. It wasn't a big deal. It was a big deal years ago when I was on council to even change the idea about changing the words from sexual preference to sexual, I've lost the word now. It's not preference, it's identity. Well, it's not identity. Orientation. And there was a lot of feeling about that, and there was a lot of feeling about being one of the first in this. I think the first, maybe Dayton had it first, about having a domestic partner registry. So diversity is a huge issue, and actually by being open, it does encourage people who are diverse in a whole variety of ways to want to move here. We are a very welcoming city, and people like to live here where they know that they can be comfortable, whatever their lifestyle is, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. That's really the bottom line. And we can always do more. Just as we just did this gender identity, I must say that until somebody suggested it to me, it wasn't something I had thought about, but it made sense to me. It made a difference to a group of people. It's fine with me. And so I think we're pretty open, but I think we have to continue to keep our hearts open and our minds open about the whole issue.
Great. Last but not least, Robin Castle, and I live on Wood Road, and we're going to talk about environmental sustainability. Environmental sustainability is a critical need and a 21st century priority. Increasingly, green initiatives are not only fundamental but promise to create excitement and generate economic development for individuals and communities. What role should city government have in fostering environmental sustainability and eco-friendly lifestyles?
Oh, I think we have a strong role. And mainly in our zoning and our zoning rules, and in giving permits to build new things or to renovate new things, that we really need to be paying a big attention to everything from green roofs and using solar energy, and if you're building something new, being oriented in the right way so that sun can heat and cool and do all those things. And I think it's really imperative upon us. Only government can invoke the rules. And if we make them achievable, because technology is really opening up what can be achievable, I think that we really have lots to say about it. We've been talking about some new projects with green roofs and what can happen with that. And we need to be paying more attention to even the downspout business with the water. You save the rainwater into new buckets so that you can water the lawn and do those kinds of things. And recycling. We've been really talking about how to make recycling mandatory. And it's a very hard issue, but it hurts me when I drive around and see how many people do not recycle. So that I think mandatory recycling is going to be on our agenda in the not so distant future. Figuring out how to do it is the hardest part. The will is there, it's the figuring out the way. But I do think that we have a strong part in making us sustainable, environmentally friendly, and it's our responsibility. And if we make that as an expectation, I think that our residents can live up to that. They'll have to live up to it. because it will be a no-choice issue. So I believe in it strongly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great. Well, thank you again for your time.
Oh, thank you. I enjoyed it. Thanks a lot.